This is Alkan. Welcome back to my channel. This is live. This is a breaking news story. It happened several minutes ago. The New York Times was the first one to report this, that the New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal grand jury and he has to surrender to the feds starting next week. And I'm joking, maybe he's going to share a cell with Sean Diddy Combs. Who knows, right? And Sam Friedman, whatever the heck his name is, the other clown. Anyway, yes, he's been indicted by a federal grand jury. We didn't know there was a federal grand jury going on at this time. We didn't have no progress of this until now. As you know, Eric Adams' administration has been plagued with corruption pros and people resignating and people shifting jobs. There was a huge confiscation of phones of several people. Also, there were other incidents involving some members of the staff that was forced to resign also for corruption reasons. The former police commissioner Cabana, because his brother got himself into a hot situation, he had to leave. Um, his attorney had to leave because she didn't like the way things were going. Um, the sheriff is under investigation, the New York City sheriff, as well as two fire brass, also all some corruption thing. It's not been a smooth sailing for the Adams administration ever since there were allegations of corruption involving the fundraising. Then they involved it with the country of Turkey, and recently they added several other countries involved. So this is very shocking that the New York City mayor sitting in office right now has been indicted, and he has to surrender. Someone in his administration will have to take over his duties next week. Now the thing is, we begin to wonder if the people of the city of New York made a huge error in electing Eric Adams. Well, it looks like the answer is yes. Should Curtis Sligo should have been the mayor? Absolutely. We wouldn't be having these problems. Now I can't guarantee you he would give you a discount at McDonald's, but yeah, he would have avoided a lot of his pitfalls. New York City is having a lot of problems, not just the mayor's problems, but the situation with the crime and the immigrations. It's busting the seams of the city's patience and the city's budget. It is getting out of control. New York City crime is out of control, and a lot of people are not helping the situation, including DA Alan Braggs of Manhattan, because he's more concerned about former President Donald J. Trump, who's not committing a real crime, but he's not focusing on the real crime. I mean, you have migrants causing problems. He's letting people go like it's candy. He doesn't care. He shouldn't have been elected either. But this is the situation we're in. So we're now in a situation where we're about to lose a mayor. Now we have to have a substitute mayor to take his place. We don't know how long that's going to be. We don't know if it's going to be a few days, a few hours, a few weeks, or the rest of the term. We just don't know. And this causes a bad problem for the Democrats, because if Eric Adams goes down, this could be the end for the Democrats. Because the next time, hopefully people don't have the idea of, oh, I need to vote somebody that looks like me, acts like me, smells like me, and do everything like me. No. You put somebody in there that's supposed to do the job, whether you like him or not, or her, that doesn't have to look like you, as long as they do something to improve the quality of life of New York City. And unfortunately, this is not the case. So This is breaking. It was shocking that this came out. And we just had a big indictment of Sean Diddy Combs. And he's sitting in a federal prison right now in Brooklyn. And he's sharing a unit with the crypto fraudster Sam Backman Fried, whatever the fungal his name is, and I don't give a crap about him anyway. Yeah, he took his investors for a ride with their money and didn't return it. Oops. So that's a very interesting situation if he ends up in jail. So we don't know what's gonna happen. All I know is the secession thing is whoever was next in line at City Hall and his administration is the one's going to take over the operation. It used to be that I don't know, was the speaker of the city council used to do that, but they changed it. It's unfortunate. It's too bad they can't do recall because we could get a Republican mayor in no time. We don't have to wait to next year's election. Well, they would have to run again anyway. Whoever takes over Eric Adams' place. So, folks, in New York City, you put yourself in a pickle, and believe me, that jar is so tight, you don't even know what to do with yourself, do you? Yep, you made yourself as messy as this jar of peanut butter. So you want to continue this identity policy nonsense? Or do you want to put somebody in there who's going to clean up New York City, put New York City back in order, get rid of these migrants, and fight the crime as it should be instead of lip service? So this has been an interesting month in September. So I don't know what to say. Oh, and by the way, I don't think Eric Adams was well liked by the Biden and Harris administration. They were irritated by him. So I guess it did it to shut him up. He cost them some seats the last time, back in 2022, to the Republicans in Long Island. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't know what to tell you, but it's just unbelievable. New York City, you put yourself in a real bad pickle, and you're stuck in there like in a jar of peanut butter with no way to get out because the stuff is so sticky and everything. So I think it's time for you to realize that your choices are very bad and the situation in New York City is getting worse. It's not going to get any better if you keep voting Democrat. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm a Democrat and I'm not voting Democrat this year. No. Nope. I'm going Republican all the way down because we need to clean up our country. Our country is in a huge mess, and this is a prime example of this huge mess. And these are other cities that are just like this on Democrat control. Washington, D.C. is having crime problems. Houston's having crime problems. Boston's having crime problems. D.C.'s having crime problems. Baltimore's having crime problems. It goes on and on and on. And you folks were worried about they eating their pets in Springfield. Whether we're doing it or not, it doesn't matter now because dog eating dog for real with Diddy And now Adams. Whoa! What wonderful times we're living, right? No. So as I can saying so long for now, and don't forget your stop. And New York City, you should really think good and hard about these people you elect. Bye.